The hidden misalignment, part 3, the key to manifesting. Now, this is a no bullshit approach, and I am not someone here to sell a fantasy. It grinds my gears when I see marketing that's all around fantasy and look, you can have what I have. I made $1,000,000 this year. Now, what they don't actually tell you is how much they spent to make that. What they also don't tell you is what they sacrificed to make that, or what they did to get to that place. So I'm going to talk about that today and what it truly takes to get what you want and achieve your goals. I'm going to do it through reading an example to you so you can have a better idea of what I'm talking about with all this stuff that I talk about. So we're going to name her Sarah. Sarah works in a stable 9 to 5 job. She's reliable, she's responsible, she's practical, she's the hard worker, self-sacrifices, and the safe person that you go to if you need anything. She's, got you covered. And at the same time, she feels unfulfilled in her work. So she decides to quit her job and to start a purpose-led business. She talks about abundance and freedom and impact, wanting to make a difference in the world. So, what does this mean for Sarah? Who does she need to be to create her purpose-led business? It's someone it's different to who she was in a 9 to 5 job. And this is the hardest thing that comes up for us, is changing our personality traits and identity to align with the outcome that we want. So, who she is in the moment of being in the 9 to 5 job to who she wants to be in the purpose-led business are two different people, I would say. So the same identity that got her here, play it safe, don't be too visible, don't rock the boat, prove your worth through hard work, will not get her to where she wants to go. So what will? To build a business, she must become someone who can tolerate uncertainty, become visible, take risks and risk rejection, make decisions without guarantees, and receive money without working really hard for it. So that's an identity shift. Why is this so hard? Why do we find this so hard? So Sarah's learning new skills and new ways of thinking and perceiving the world. She has to market herself, she has to post online, she has to sell, handle feedback, and this invokes shame. Suddenly she feels, who do I think I am? People will judge me. I'm not qualified enough. This is where our insecurities, our old wounding, our vulnerability comes in. So Sarah's in the tension of not having what she wants yet. So she's investing time and money, but the income isn't matching yet. The validation isn't there yet. She's in between. This is deeply dysregulating for her nervous system that likes control and certainty, which is what the 9 to 5 gave her. Her fear increases as her confidence builds. So we often think it won't. So she becomes, so more people see her. She needs to express her opinion more, and stakes feel higher. Common fears are fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of failure. Underneath those is fear of losing control and fear of emotions that she has suppressed by being in a comfortable 9 to 5 job, and now they're coming to the surface. So everything feels dangerous, it feels uncertain, it doesn't feel safe. So for Sarah, what's the difference between things being hard and out of alignment and things being hard and building your capacity and new skills and resilience? Hard but still in alignment, she feels stretched but proud. There are small or big wins. She's confident, and this builds gradually. Even the hard days feel meaningful. She sees growth. Life feels expansive, even if it's uncomfortable. This kind of hard builds confidence and capacity. Hard because she's out of alignment. She feels chronically depleted. She feels like she's forcing something that doesn't feel true. The stress compounds. There are no wins, only more struggles. Her relationship and health deteriorate. Life doesn't feel expansive, it feels restrictive. That kind of hard creates more suffering. So if even in life at the moment, if your life is getting harder and feeling like you're not getting the results that you want, there's something out of alignment. So what happens for Sarah in the tension? What's the tension? I'm here currently and I want to be over here. I want this certain outcome. For Sarah, it's a purpose-filled business, right? She wants to succeed by being in a business that gives her purpose. So she is in the tension of not having that. And this is where our addictive tendencies arise, our coping mechanisms, our insecurities, all the things that we are looking for to give us relief will amplify within us, and we'll have this urge to get the relief, the dopamine hit, and whatever it is. Let's talk about it from Sarah's perspective. Because coping mechanisms get louder for her, she's overworking to feel safe, procrastinating to avoid shame, doom scrolling, drinking more, picking fights, self-doubt spirals, going back to the safe identity. So she gives up. This is where the addictive tendencies heighten. So like it's where we feel the most insecure. And we feel the most dysregulated because of the uncertainty. So if Sarah doesn't understand her coping mechanisms and addictive tendencies, she will let that ruin her life as well as run her life. In order for her to move through the tension of not having what she wants yet and to get what she wants, this is what she needs to do. Firstly, understand and become aware of coping mechanisms, belief systems, insecurities, fears. Also aware of the motivator behind why she wants that business. What is the intrinsic motivation? Bringing awareness to self and what is, let's build the motivator so it's worth doing this business. It's worth moving through the tension and shifting identity and personality. Then she needs to take care of her emotional state. This means instead of bulldozing, she's patient, grounded, present with those parts that feel shame, fear, and the part that wants safety. Then it's creating, and these are not in any order either. It's also creating regulation through her environment and people. So creating a safe environment and people around her to be able to build capacity. It's just like learning a new skill. We want someone that's not going to shame us. We want people who aren't filled with fear. We want support, encouragement, and people who are also in the arena. So being around people who normalize growth, not surrounding herself with people who project their fear, and choosing mentors, peers, and conversations that help support her expansion. Then the fourth thing that I would recommend for Sarah is inner work. So this is with a therapist or a coach or whoever can take you to those depths. Noticing when she's self-abandoning, tracking patterns, understanding which protector is activated. So the inner work can identify all of these topics that I've just spoken about. So the real shift isn't, it's not that you just need to become more confident. It's actually, I'm becoming someone who can feel fear and still move forward. So that's what abundance is. That's what brings us into purpose and shifts our personality and identity. So the reason why the junk food stuff doesn't work, the bypassing doesn't work, is because we can be here and want this thing here, and someone is promising us this outcome, and we think if we just hire them, if we just do the course, if we just read the book, if we just go to one therapy session, that it's going to get us this outcome. And when it doesn't, we collapse and give up and we blame out. So when you see people who have like this real over the top marketing and perfection, and it looks like, you know, they've got lots of money and this fantasy, it's probably a fantasy. And it's important for us to discern when people are in their being authentic, or when they're creating a persona to entice you to come in and to create their wealth. So it's kind of like the abundance coach that gets money from people buying their course, which has created their abundance, rather than from them being in their authentic self, giving from that place, and from a niching from a place of what is in alignment with them.